What's up, folks? It's Hodor here, coming to you guys with another video. What I'm going to do is a run through here on Buried Bastille, and I'm also going to do a quick showcase of the Meowmere Knight. I've been using him a lot as of late. I don't know, I don't really see people using him, so I figured I'd showcase him a bit. I had a viewer ask once before to show the specs on my builders, so I'm going to do is a real quick run through here on the builders. The gear is mismatched in some way, shape, or form because I honestly am not that meticulous. If it works, it works. I mean, this one's 788 eye power. I mean, the toxic shot could be a lot better, but it works good for me. So I mean, I got 397.6 on my my combustor. I tried to farm for a 400, but it just took too damn long. I've been retooling him, my Serenity or Monk, trying to focus more on health. So a lot of his gear is fairly subpar for now, but I'm working on it. This here is my Waller Mystic. Her tier 1 blockades are at 475,000 right now, and she's wearing half-assed gear. So I mean, it's all geared for her, but none of it's 700 plus. None of it's in the 750s. This is just my runner. He's just focused on speed, so nothing special with him. I mean, all his parts are mismatched as well, but I just use him to get from point A to point B. And then this is the Meowmere tank. Now I'm not running him right now because I have the runner, but I do switch to him before we get to wave 1. This guy here, I am focusing on ability power and hero crit damage. His pieces aren't fully farmed out yet, but I have been focusing on him a little bit more. I was going to try and focus on his full hearts, which is his sword slash, and more than likely the shield slam. So he's currently sitting at 783. There's obviously a lot of room for improvements. 700 plus relic. Probably a little bit better shield. The Harbinger shield that you can that reduces cooldowns when you block, that can be another good option to consider. And right now his spheres I haven't fully set up yet. This is my old Unholy Fire Squire. So I mean, he was pretty much just he's just pretty much a mobile barricade. I did take out the shield strength spear and put it in for a movement spear. So, and when I can afford it, this will become the empowered beam spear for my Uber. Like I said, he's not fully laid out yet, but I do have some plans for him. Just doing a quick run through with him, kind of showcasing him a bit. I enjoy it. He's mobile. He races things pretty well, and he hits hard. So I mean, his shield slam's like 800,000, and that for a quick burst, that stings. So, and if you do it right, you get the stun. So I mean, it's nice to check out. I take this first PDT all the way up to I max it, and that's it for the north area. And that's pretty much all I do. I mean, until they get nerfed, I'm just gonna keep riding them. PDTs are extremely overpowered, and I am not complaining just yet. Now, if you're coming into this and you don't have a 780 something builder, consider using the same placement I do. But it gives you a lot of room to fill in the gaps. You know what I mean? Like, you could put down EV nodes, sand traps. I mean, anything really to slow them down. And then just kind of work with it from there. Whatever you have put together. I have a really good cannonball squire, so I've used cannonballs on this before. I've tried the ballistas, but they don't work so well. And every PDT I put down gets one upgrade right off the bat, except this one. That one's not going to come into play until next wave, but I'm just building it to get it out of the way. It's just a habit I've always just kind of done. Plus, if you're farming for characters, I mean, it makes it a little bit easier to just kind of fill your deck with, you know, whatever it is you're trying to farm. This is it. 600 DU out of 1500. So you got 900 DU to play with. So I mean that's a lot of options to consider. You know what you want to put where. I mean, I've tried building this solely with the Dryad. You can put a world tree here, right here where I'm standing, and max it, and then be able to cover this staircase with slime and bees, or kind of do a little bit of whatever you want. For my Dryad, I've just been focusing on the bees. I have another one that I've specifically built to cover the slimes. I was working on one for harpies. Farming her passives are just a massive, massive pain in the ass. I mean, I ran her through Onslaught probably 4 or 5 times, and I've only found like a few really nice pieces, and that would be like, the bees get plus 4% damage, and then like a 7% crit damage increase. And I think that's probably the best way or the best setup for it so far. I mean, eventually they're gonna fix the crit scaling, but of course there's a Slacalian. Jesus, I can't even talk, folks. You can literally just get in and race with the ogres. It doesn't move as fast. I mean, it doesn't hit as hard as I would like for it to, but it's a good start. You kind of figure things out. I do want to focus more on his sword beam and power beam, whatever the hell it's called. And so that way you kind of get all those passives in line, and then just kind of go with the shield slam passives as well. That you find on the shield and the relic, if I remember correctly. Alright, I gotta step over here. He kicked me in the nuts. Alright, ready to roll. Slacalians are a problem on the map, though. I mean, especially if you let them get too close to your walls. Because you got, other shit to focus on. You got ogres everywhere, you got, a little bit of everything. Oh my god, this guy's kicking me in the nuts. There we go. My goodness. And then, like, once you're fully done and set up, you just upgrade your PDTs, usually as quickly as you can, but you don't necessarily have to. I mean, my PDTs are pretty strong, so I don't have to upgrade them. I don't have to really focus on them much. The placement on this PDT down here, that I'm getting ready to go over to, that took a while to figure out, because initially I used to put them, like, right here. And I mean, it was constantly getting busted, so I just put it up on the edge, and I haven't really had any problems with it yet, so knock on wood. Screwed that one up. Last wave. You don't even have to deal with the Bastille Master. I mean, that is just how broken these PDTs are right now. feel like a badass while the PDT's behind me doing all the work. Poop. I got a little more time. Got an ogre on the bridge. The PDT should be enough for it, but I'm still gonna get over there, just be careful. Yeah, PDT was shit on it. And there you have it. The Meowmere tank. I mean, like I said, it's, you know, there's no fire, so, you know, the sort of unholy fire. Well, I don't know. I like it. I like this as well, though. I mean, dude, you're launching cats and rainbows, for God's sakes. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? But that'll do it. Hopefully, you guys liked the video. If not, well, sorry. And any, I don't know, any suggestions, any questions, just, you know, just leave a remark, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Peace.